We got a rat trap.
That's all you can come up with.
That's all I got.
Hey guys, Lex Dahl here.
And I'm Bad Tracer.
For Punk Rock Blues.
It's
keep going.
It's day 6. No, it's day 5.
Day 5. Day 5 of the 25 days of Christmas giveaways.
Marathon Spectacular.
Telethon Spectacular. Yeah, you did that last year.
Telethon.
We did the Nutcracker, the Untold story.
Also known as the Nutcracker in 3D.
Yeah, also the year is anywhere from
2010,
but 2009 on some pages. And, what's the story?
Well, first off, so I want to preface this by saying, we looked this movie up, and it turned out it had a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes.
And only about 12 minutes in, which kind of ruins the movie if you don't know anything about it.
Yeah, because we went in and we were like, we've never seen the Nutcracker, we don't know anything about it.
Looks kind of good.
We read this, and it was like, it has 0% on Rotten Tomatoes because it has deviations from the plot of the Nutcracker, and the story and the characters, and we were like, oh, okay, so maybe this isn't the best representation of the Nutcracker.
And there's Nazis.
There's Nazis.
I don't care for these new Nazis. They're all like, oh, Jews are the worst. Jews ruin your life. They ruin everything. And I'm all like, you know what, motherfucker? My wife is Jewish. I know all that. How do you know all that?
So, what's the story?
What's the story? I don't know. I have no idea. There's a girl who has a toy. I'll take this one. Okay. So Mary is a little girl. Her brother's name is Max.
She's played by Ellie Fanning.
Ellie Fanning.
I'll take the actors.
Okay. She has a pet. She has a pet toy. She has a little toy, and he lights the dress on fire.
It's been given to her by.
We don't know that one toy. That toy. I'm talking about. I'm starting from the beginning for a little bit.
Okay.
I guess let's just dive in to story because I'm gonna. Well, no, I think I can get. So, anyways. She wraps the toy in tinfoil because the dress is all burned.
Listen to the story.
Uncle Albert Einstein shows up. Looks like you're on my lap. Uncle Albert Einstein shows up. It never says it's Albert Einstein.
That's why I'm kind of sitting like this.
I figured out it was Albert Einstein.
Just listen to the story.
I figured it out.
Yeah, Uncle Albert's played by Nathan Lane.
Yeah.
Taking the actor's names.
So Albert Einstein shows up and he's all like, hey, I got you guys this toy. Dollhouse, here are all the toys in it, here's a Nutcracker.
One of his name is Tinker. He's a fat clown who is sensitive about his weight. So I thought it'd be funny to call him Thicker.
And Styx plays the drums. Anyways, so
there's a snare.
Max hates toys, but Mary loves toys because Mary thinks you can
Max likes to break toys.
Yeah. And Mary thinks you can have an imagination with toys. I like Mary's point of view. I do that. And then, so she takes the Nutcracker to her room, and then he becomes a real boy. Well, not a real boy, a real toy. It's like Toy Story, and he's like, you need to throw me on.
First he becomes a real toy, then he becomes a real boy.
Yeah. He's like, throw me onto some, spoilers for this movie, I guess. It's 10 years old.
You will never see this.
You'll find out why you'll never see this.
If you're even a fan of the Nutcracker, you won't like this.
Anyway, so the Nutcracker's all like, throw me on some pillows, I'll be big again, for some reason.
Yeah.
But then is he bigger or is she small? Because they go into a new room and she's small, and then they climb into the tree and they meet the dress toy, and they meet all the other toys like Tinker and stuff, and then they go on the
Sticks.
Yeah. But the Nutcracker, he was a prince, and he got turned into a Nutcracker by the Ratkins' mother.
Yeah,
because the rats took over his kingdom. That's the plot. That's the story.
We'll get into more CGI.
Yeah. What is your rating?
After much deliberation, I think I'm gonna give this. I gotta give this 2 turtle doves. 2
turtle doves.
Specifically for a thing I said.
I just thought about that as I covered my eyes. Like I said, I really wish I could give this like a Danny Bonaduvi, like a 1.5. I'll go 2 turtle doves.
I would sit down and watch it if I had to.
I guess. No, it looks really good. It looks
like I said, the CGI is kind of poor,
but it looks good.
And
it's probably maybe entertaining. Let's see.
We were less entertained by this.
It's an hour.
This is a spoiler. We watched 7 before 6.
Yeah, same day. It was just time schedule in with other people.
So this was less entertaining than the Star Wars holiday special.
Which is tomorrow.
Yes.
No, so it's an hour 48.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. And we maybe spent 48 minutes not paying attention to the movie, talking about how bad it was. We paused a lot.
We rewound a few times.
Yeah, because we missed so much.
There was different parts where one of us was watching and the other wasn't. So one of us saw something cool and went, "Hey, you gotta watch this part," and rewound.
Do you remember when we watched Justice League of America and we had to pause for like 4 hours because we were like, we just can't do it all in one sitting? We were watching Justice League of America, we paused and we just stood up.
Like a half an hour left. We were like, let's just pause.
We stood up and just left and came back.
That's
to like
a movie that's longer than you think.
6 hours later. Anyways, yeah, so we did not pay attention very much, so it could be very entertainment. I mean, we liked a lot of bits.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the bits we liked.
Well, hold on first.
Okay.
It's a Christmas movie.
Yeah,
based on the Nutcracker Ballet.
But also based on Nazis.
There's only there's Nazis in it for some reason. We'll get into that. There's like 3 songs, I guess. And they changed the lyrics. And also this is like part action, part horror, part adventure film, part
and that,
Tiny
we'll
Christmas.
get into that with the bits I liked.
Yeah.
Think about every...
John Turturro's in this.
If you know the Nutcracker, think of every song you know from the Nutcracker. Now imagine it...
I didn't know any of them.
Well, I didn't know they were from the Nutcracker.
Like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Now imagine them for 10 seconds as like either like a Russian song or a jazz song. No, because they only played for like 5 seconds a piece.
But they have a few
They would
Nazi
change
songs.
the tone. Not that, so those songs. I'm talking about the really famous ones that everyone knows.
Gotcha.
Like Waltz of the Snowflake, or like the one that goes do 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 do. That song that plays for literally probably what I just did, as you just see a soldier walk by on a tree branch, and that's it. That's all we get of the most famous song.
Like Rowan Atkinson.
Yeah, there's a rat soldier that I think was played by Rowan Atkinson. That's later in the movie. So the bits so every famous song from the Nutcracker is not played in
bits
this.
We liked.
I loved. There's a lot of cool cinematic shots.
I liked the bit with the people that had the wings.
Oh yeah,
I liked
that.
You
didn't like that.
It looked dumb, but I liked it.
I liked the Nutcracker. A lot of cool stuff. So initially, I kind of liked the scene where the ornament, whatever sleigh they're in, goes up, because I liked it. Like the branch came in. The branch came. So that looked cool.
And the one ornament kind of bounced off of it.
Yeah, you thought it looked really bad, but I liked that since the queen was wearing like a tinfoil dress, they had added like a sparkle thing to it.
I didn't think it looked bad. You
were like, that's stupid.
Yeah, I said it was stupid because.
It's heated or whatever, but it's winter.
Mine was about the logistics of the heat of tinfoil.
But there's a lot of just cool. I didn't like the Nutcracker first, like the look of the Nutcracker, but
the toy actually looks bad.
Yeah. But like the scene where he picks up the pen and gets dragged through the room, like just how that shot was quick cut.
Crazy. Like he's like got his hands out,
Just because I thought of the bits we hate. He kills a shark. John Turturro kills a shark.
Yes.
And he beheads someone.
Oh my god, his Shark Tank looked straight out of like Kim Jong Il's.
Yeah.
Un?
Un's current.
Okay, Kim Jong Il in I don't know why it sounds wrong. Kim Jong Il.
Because you've heard Un for a decade.
Yeah. Kim Jong Il in when he kills Hans Bricks in Team America. It looked like that.
Fuck you, Hans Bricks.
Fuck you, Hans Bricks.
Yeah, so he kills a shark. Really out of nowhere. He has this pet shark and swimming.
That's when the movie killed the shark.
And then he just takes a big light and he just throws it in and electrocutes the shark. Then he just it floats in the background dead for a couple of minutes.
Like the whole rest of the scene is just sitting back there.
It's really awkward to watch. And then he decapitates multiple people.
Yeah. There's one where he literally walks.
He just grabs it, and then they start playing hot potato with the head. There's a decapitated head, and he's
Max is like cheering
into it
on
because Max hates toys. He wants to break
toys.
Yeah. But Max comes around later. Why? We don't know. We didn't pay attention.
Because he's not real.
Also because he's not real. So I guess
this whole movie, it turns out, is in a dream.
It's in a dream. It's in multiple dreams.
It's like dreams in a dream in a dream. Because we were watching it, and we were like, "Is this a dream? What's going on?" And we didn't know. But then it turned out it was a dream.
We should mention, if we didn't mention, because I know you talked about how there's deviations. You mentioned at the start. We've never seen the Nutcracker. We have no idea what it's about. This is our first
foray.
Yeah.
Into the Nutcracker. And it was a bad one, it turns out.
Yeah.
We didn't know anything about it.
I tried to get him, I wanted him to come to the real ballet if we ever comes to town or something. He says no. I think he comes to
just find a real the Nutcracker.
It probably comes to like the Overture Center every year.
A thing we can mention. Sure. The guy who plays, what's her name? Ellie Fanning's character. Mary's
dad
is Richard E. Grant.
Yeah.
Which you found out he also stars in.
Oh yeah, he's in this one, which maybe we'll do next year.
He's in this.
Yeah.
And then he also is in the Nutcracker and the Four Realms.
Yeah, so, it's really weird. Another weird movie actress in this, the lady that plays the Ratkins' mother, that's what she's billed as.
Yeah, she's from the Goblet of Fire.
Yeah, she's from the God with the Fire. But she was in both...
The Nutcracker and the For Reals?
No, she was in both... I don't know why I'm still holding on. It's weird, because she was in Mr. Holmes with Ian McKellen, and then she was just in Enola Holmes. Oh. So she did 2 different Sherlock Holmes movies, which is weird.
Well, it's like the old saying goes, if you're British, every British person at some point in their life will play Doctor Who and Sherlock Holmes.
Other bits I liked just like the cinematic shots.
The train bit.
The train bit.
Or the cart bit. Whatever when they're in the cage. The motorcycle bit.
The motorcycle bit. Yeah, that was really cool. The shot, it's like
Max,
first person.
Sorry to interrupt.
No.
Max kept, every time Max said anything in this movie, he brought up, does it have a motorbike? Do you guys have motorbikes?
A minute later.
Can we ride a motorbike?
A minute later. You got a motorbike? So there's like
slipped. There's
this first person shot of this just the motorcycle driver's back with a rope on it, and it looked really cool. I paused and I was like, every time
you literally paused and you said to me, "Hey, you need to watch this. There's a rope and a cage, and they're gonna do something cool." I think.
What I said was because you said only pause if something cool happens. Because he left.
I left. I went to go get
and then instantly I paused and he came back and was like, he said you need to pause, it's going to take longer. He came down, I was like, dude, I paused immediately because the second he walked away there was a bike, and I said every time there's been a bike there's been a cool thing after.
You said something about a rope. You said there's been a bike and a rope.
Because you said what did I miss? I went, well, if you missed that
he said there's a bike and a rope and something cool is going to happen.
But another shot I liked is when, I guess, at the end of the movie, when they save the day, for some reason they just switched cameras or something, because it just instantly changes tones. Like, it just looks so much more, like...
Hallmarky?
It's very fall colory. Everything's red, orange, yellow. I don't know if there's, like, a term for that hue or whatever. That filter. It kind of...
So what did this have to do with Christmas, now that I think about it? Oh, there was a Christmas tree. Never mind.
Well, it's a Christmas story because it's a Christmas present. It's like Gremlins.
Gremlins.
If people are ever going to fight me over, is Gremlins a Christmas story? Yeah, because the Nutcracker is.
Yeah, because their dad died in the chimney. My favorite line in that movie.
For some reason, it just becomes really red. No, I was looking for a different movie. I don't even know if it's out on Blu-ray or anything. I don't think it is.
What movie?
Is it Roma?
Oh.
Because the scene when it...
The Netflix one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on Criterion, actually.
Okay. Alright. Because when it changes colors to that red orange...
I haven't seen it. I have no interest. Everyone says it's sad.
When it changes colors to that red, orange, yellow at the end, like I said, it reminded me of like the Roma cover. Just, that's a weird thing. Just because I think that's those colors. I don't know. I didn't see it.
Oh, at the end they fight in a helicopter.
They do fight in a helicopter.
Yeah. Like I said, it's part action movie.
They do a trope that I don't like where... if you're dangling from a helicopter, you can totally support the weight of another body dangling from you.
Yes,
I hate that. I get that
it's heavy.
I get that you're a monkey and the guy's a kid, but still, there's a talking monkey. We maybe didn't mention that. We didn't.
There's a talking monkey. I totally forgot about that.
The entire time I thought he looked like someone else. You know who he looked like? He looked like the talking monkey from Wonder Park.
A bit. He also kind of looks like the monkey in the Umbrella Academy. The name's slipping me. Do you have anything else to say?
I don't think so.
Jack Turturro does a flip in it, like a somersault front flip, but it's not him.
It's totally
There's a cut, and they don't show his face.
Should I say my big line that I think might get a pretty good chuckle out of you?
Sure.
This is my last line before the outro. I came up with this maybe halfway through, and I said, I have a line. Okay. I have to say it. So, lo and behold, or to end things off, before the outro, it's not the outro. The Nutcracker, the untold story, it's probably a story that could have been left untold. Is that good? Yeah. I came up with that one. I think that's kind of brilliant. This is the outro.
We both said we watch it again.
This is the outro. It's the part
I backed myself into a corner, so...
This is the outro. It's the part where we do the outro. Like this video, give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. It really helps the channel out.
Also subscribe. I want to say that now, because instead of saying it in the the punk rock blues thing. Oh, do you always say subscribe?
Do you not pay attention to me?
Why have I always been saying that? In the
I don't know, you just started throwing it in on whatever, you can do it. Yeah, I literally, let me restart and pay attention this time. Like this video and give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. It really helps the channel out a lot. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos and hit that notification bell, or as I coined it in the next video, but I guess it's coined in this video because it's reversed, the notification Christmas jingle bell. To get us all the time. It's free and you can always change your mind. You get us all the time, even this month. Every day of this month is a video, for the most part. The end kind of trails off.
Oh my god, next year? Or maybe the year, I don't know, sometime. Some year we should do the New Year's Eve trilogy. The New Year's Eve, Valentine's Day, Mother's Day trilogy.
We should do that this year. I love those movies. No, they're not. Have you seen them?
Yes. Have you seen the critical? Look them up. They get worse and worse as we go. I'm Bat Tracy. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Stardust at BatTracy01.
Hold on. I came up with something to look, and then you saw that I was on Flickster.
So Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Okay. So it made... Okay, it did alright. But box office... Okay. Has an 18%.
Okay.
Okay. Then New Year's Eve.
So New Year's Eve is the second one?
Yeah.
So I went out of order.
7%.
Okay. I like it.
And then Mother's Day, which is the third. Did you know this one existed?
No.
Yeah.
A new leap year existed. Is that the same?
8%.
Is leap year not one of them?
No.
Oh, I thought leap year was one of them.
It is not.
Okay. What I was looking up on Flickster, I wanted to see if we do Nutcracker in the Forums next year, what we're in for.
Oh, it has an 18% or something.
32%.
Yeah, that's a bad movie. I've seen it.
I've been Lex Dahl. You can follow me on Instagram at StraightAtheistTurk and on Twitter at EDDahl. Oh, you've seen it?
Yeah, I have seen it. If you want to follow the channel, you can follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Punk Rock Blues.
And you can pledge to our Patreon at patreon.com/punkrockblues. Chuck us a $1 or $3 or 15 for reasons that we say in tomorrow's video.
Yeah. We watched 2 bad movies today.
Yeah, it sucked because this looks...
Does it kind of look good?
It kind of looks
good. The cast
good.
is promising. It's got Nathan Lane, who I think is charming.
I hate John Turturro on the cover. Oh, I guess he kind of is ratty. Because it looks kind of, from afar, if you just pick it up, you go, oh, John Turturro
doing this.
Yeah, but then you watch the movie, and then you look at it again, and you go, oh, I'm upset that they didn't put his rat prosthetics on. And then you get really close, you go, I guess it's there.
Yeah, it's there.
And his nails are kind of there.
Yeah. Did we mention that Nathan Lane is Albert Einstein?
Yes, I mentioned that. We don't have anything else to say.
Did we say the Patreon thing?
Oh, we did. I did.
Okay.
Tomorrow, as we mentioned, is Star Wars Holiday Special. It's a big one. It's probably the longest one.
It's definitely the longest one, yeah. For the longest time. Alright, bye.
Bye.
Bam! No, you can't eat them.